All right, y'all. Welcome to tuning in. We got a very special guest, my main man, Christopher Colazzo, self-proclaimed expert of all things sports and pop culture. That includes Fortnite, TikTok, video games,
Okay.
2K, Golden State Warriors, all things pop culture. I go to him or he comes to me and I don't know what he's talking about, but it's all good. So, Chris, welcome to the show. How are you, my man?
Good.
Are you ready to go? All right. So, the NBA Finals are coming up. We have the Suns versus the Milwaukee Bucks. The Suns, I believe, were the 2 seed all season, as well as the Milwaukee Bucks. My first question to you is, who do you think has the best player on the floor, and why do you think they have the best player on the floor?
I think both teams have good players. If I had to go like stat wise, I would say Giannis because he's averaging 28.1 points per game. So he has like better play style and stats wise. But we are also comparing two different positions. So we can't compare Giannis and Chris Paul together because they're both two different positions.
Okay, so you are by the numbers guy. I don't mind that. I would differ because even though Giannis is putting up better numbers, I still believe that Chris Middleton and Devin Booker may be the two deciding factors on the floor. I believe that down the stretch, Chris Middleton has been very clutch. He's actually able to shoot a jump shot, unlike Giannis.
Well, that
you know,
Giannis
uh
Giannis is a big. There is some shooting bigs like Dirk. You got I think Marc Gasol can shoot a little bit. I think
mm,
he's only like mid range only. And then
mhm.
Brooke Lopez. You got all those people that can shoot. The main one that can't shoot is Giannis. Yeah.
Yeah, Giannis is not a jump shooter. He's working on it. I could tell he's working on it, but he's not there yet. So down the stretch,
Giannis made one jump shot in his life during the All Star game,
I think he
which
made
is,
a,
really doesn't count.
I think he made a few more jump shots than in the All Star game. But I understand your point. Why you look stressed saying that? Go ahead,
I
tell me why you
because
look so
Giannis
stressed saying that.
because Giannis is supposed to be like an all around threat. I would think he would be like an all around threat for like shooting, driving. When it comes to having to shoot free throws, he takes a million years to shoot or to start shooting. I would think by the time I would probably be 37 with a beard. By the time he gets ready to shoot, I would think so.
All right, man. I got you, man. I see where you are. Barring the stats, I think Chris Middleton down the stretch is the man, and I also believe Devin Booker. I think Devin Booker is definitely going to show up this series. Drew's gonna have a tough assignment, and I don't know what the Bucks are gonna do. They're either gonna put Drew on Chris Paul to try to slow him down, or Devin Booker. So either way, it's gonna be a tough, long series for Drew guarding any one of those two players. All
Now,
right, so
I also
okay, I'm
think
sorry.
if Giannis and Chris Middleton play their best, I think this game can go like this series can go to game 7. And it
Oh,
would have
okay.
to come down to like a buzzer beater. Or
Oh,
Devin
oh,
Booker would have to just like fade or something. Like
oh, okay. So you calling it right now? You calling it Bucks at the buzzer? Game what?
no.
Game what?
Suns at the buzzer game
Oh,
7.
oh, you calling it who? And you say okay. So everybody can hear you correctly. You're saying the Suns at the buzzer. Devin Booker jump shot
Yep.
to win the
That
game.
well, that's if Devin Booker doesn't have his mask on, like or not like his face mask or something.
Oh, okay, so non superhero Devin Booker at the buzzer
Yeah,
to win the
I would
game,
think
game
so.
7. I got you. So based on that response, so you think that the Suns have the overall advantage in the series? Why do you think the Suns have the overall advantage in the series?
They have a bunch of scorers and defenders. So you have Devin Booker that's able to shoot. He can shoot and defend. DeAndre Ayton can score in the paint and also can get rebounds and reject most of the stuff that comes in the paint. But now Chris Paul, on the other hand, he is something different against the Clippers. Like his stats were, he was averaging, I think, he had 41 in game 4 or something. I don't remember, but
It was
I
game
know he
game
had,
game 6.
yeah, game 6 he had 41,
Hmm.
like with only like 37 minutes, I think.
Chris Paul has had a checkered history with injuries. Finals when he was Western Conference Finals game when he was in Houston. Houston was a hamstring away from going to the championship because they would have beat your Golden State Warriors if he had not pulled his hamstring against Quinn Cook. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna stress you out. How do you think injuries are gonna affect these finals?
I think if the good players get like injured, like Giannis, Chris Middleton, but I think the injuries will affect the series big time because if one of the best players on both teams, for example, CP3 and Giannis get injured, it would not look good for the Bucks or the Suns.
Mhm.
And then this is where Chris Middleton comes into play because he's a very good player when it comes to Giannis not being on the court because Giannis normally carries half of the time. So it's his time to like carry.
Mhm.
So it's like in game 6, Giannis was injured and he dropped 32 on the Hawks to win the series.
Mhm. Middleton dropped 32 to
So
win the
yeah, Middleton dropped 32 while Giannis was gone.
Mhm.
But if Giannis has to realize that Chris Middleton is like better than what he is, like a better player. If you try
Yeah.
to get what I'm saying.
I got you. I think a lot of people need to realize that Chris Middleton is a much better player than people realize. But go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, Chris
I
Middleton's
like
like a sleeper.
highly underrated player. Absolutely. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
you know, I have the Suns winning if Giannis is not playing. If Giannis is playing, if both teams are at 100%, I think the size will eventually bother the Suns. I think the size will eventually bother the Suns.
Not really, because if the Bucks have their starting 5 or
Mhm.
their big 5, and then the
Mhm.
Suns have their big 5, that would be a good matchup for first quarter. But like for the Bucks coach, I would think to have Giannis sit out for first quarter so you can have power off the bench. So when it comes to having Chris Middleton run guard, you have him running around, and then you have Giannis come in second quarter and then
Mhm.
actually bring up the energy and bring it up and actually like have a big lead and then
Mhm.
sit him right back down.
You know that's very
I would.
controversial. Having your best player
I
come off
mean,
the bench. That's controversial. I'm
but
just
you want power off of the bench
Mhm.
because
So you're saying right now, listen, I'm just gonna clarify what you're saying so we all on the same page. Don't worry about it, it's all right. You gotta stand by your words. So what you're saying is Bobby Portis and Bryn Forbes and Pat Connaughton is not enough to come off the bench. You're saying
no,
they're not enough.
it's enough. It's enough. But if because since I watched Game 6, that was Bobby Portis was not able to stop John Collins or
Mhm.
Clint Capella, which I don't blame him for Clint Capella. Clint Capella is a big man. He's tall, very
Mhm.
strong, and very how do I say it? Like very compact. He can like shove you out the way,
Mhm.
and
He's
like
solid.
yeah, very
Mhm.
solid. So when it comes to Bobby Portis trying to stop that, that's not going to happen half of the time. Maybe
Okay,
you
so you're
stop him
saying
if you try to step up or play like stop him early.
Mhm.
But if you were to like let's say if he was to stop John Collins, John Collins is very strong, but does not like look like it. He may
Okay.
be strong, but doesn't look like it.
Okay, I got you. So he's got sleeper strength and ability. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you're saying, and you're thinking that Clint Capella just bully everybody in the paint. So Brook
I mean,
Lopez is not going to have his way. Clint Capella's
well,
going to be a
if Brooke
bully.
is sitting on the paint, yeah, because Brooke Lopez like knows the game more than anybody on that team. I
Okay,
think
so
he's. How long has he been playing for? I think he got
11,
drafted to the Nets.
yeah, I think like 11 years.
I think he played when Vince was on like the Hawks,
Well,
which that
Vin-
was recent, but
everybody played when Vince was in
was
the
on the
league.
Hawks.
Vince was in the
Yeah,
league for 30 years. Well, 22 years.
yeah. Vince. You have to give Vince respect for that.
Yeah,
He didn't have to do it. He just wanted to do it.
I give Vince much respect. 22 years in the league is a long time.
Yeah.
All right, man. So just to recap, you have the Suns beating the Bucks, Game 7, with a buzzer beater from Devin Booker.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard it first, right here.
But like
That's
I said,
the prediction.
if I said I have the Suns taking the dub, but if Giannis and Chris Middleton play amazing, I can see the Bucks putting up a fight and maybe taking the game to see. No. Look, don't twist my words on this, but
Oh, you doubling down. You switching. You playing both sides of the
no,
fence.
I'm
You
not.
playing
I'm
it
not.
safe.
See, no, I'm going for the Suns Game 7 buzzer beater, but they can push it to Game 7. They can push the series to Game 7. The Bucks, if Giannis and Chris Middleton play well.
Oh, so you saying that even if they play well, it's going to be a Game 7. So the Suns is going to win
Yeah.
either way. But if they don't play well, they might lose earlier. They may lose in 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Oh, so
They
you
might,
just got the Suns no
or
matter what.
they might have the Sun or I might have the Suns in 4 if they don't play well. Who knows? If that series goes in 4, then that is just embarrassing.
Wow.
That'd be
Okay.
embarrassing for Giannis.
Okay. All right. So you hear. So either way, the Suns is gonna win. So it's either gonna be a sweep or they're gonna win at the buzzer. But either way, they're gonna win. So you know what? I got the Bucks winning in 6. How about that?
All right.
I got the Bucks winning
See,
in 6, and I'm calling it right now. Bucks in 6. Chris Middleton, Finals MVP. Calling it right now.
no, I would see Giannis be taking that.
Chris Paul goes out with a twisted ankle.
Okay, twisted. See, and Chris Paul would play through that. I can tell you that Chris Paul would probably play through that.
Chris
He
goes
would
out with a
probably play
twisted
through a
ankle.
twisted. Yeah,
Chris
probably.
Middleton, Finals MVP. I'm gonna hit you with some quick hitters. You ready for some quick hitters? Favorite song to listen to right now that your dad probably doesn't want you listening to. Favorite song to listen to right now.
Oh, I would have to look through my playlist, but if I was to say, I would probably say "Look in the Mirror."
Look in the mirror by who?
I think it's Cash. I think his name is like Cash or something.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Cash Dam. So
Okay.
he.
Look in the mirror. A song that I probably don't want my son listening to, but I'm gonna go listen to it to see what he listening to. Now, if you had one person to take a shot to win a game, who you choosing?
Curry or Devin?
Curry or
You
Devin?
should. Yeah, you shouldn't have asked that. That's a pretty obvious answer for me. But
Ain't obvious. It's
most
not obvious to
most
our audience. The audience doesn't know you.
most likely, I would probably have Curry. Yeah, Curry shot one air ball per game. Yes, so did KD, but nobody rants on him. So
Oh boy, here we go. You're gonna start talking about the big toe.
the big okay. If he was size 12, then they would have probably won that game.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap. I want to thank my guest, Chris Colazzo, aka Baby Clay, aka my baby boy. Love you. Appreciate you coming on, chopping it up with your old dad. And we will catch you on the flip side.